are brought to you by Pepsi, Mountain Dew, any of those things. You can certainly consume lots of Pepsi products while you're at the wild.
We woke up to a very, very wet morning. Rained hard all night. And actually, you know, we're on a pad, so but give this campground a couple years. It's called Hellbender, and it's named after like a salamander type animal. And Duane put up the fence for the dogs, which was an excellent idea. They can get out and just kind of meander. There's the clubhouse down there. So we are headed to the wilds, and we're gonna take a safari.
I am looking forward to riding on the elephants. I'm sure that's part of it.
We may see some elephants, but I don't
Okay.
think we'll be riding.
Then I'm looking forward to riding on the bus that takes me to the elephants.
I think
How's
that's
that?
gonna be it.
Okay.
A covered bus.
The covered bus.
The wilds in Ohio has a long history. Indigenous people once called it home. Early settlers farmed the land. Late in the 20th century, it was mined for coal, thus the use of the big muskie. In the midst of the 70s, the Ohio Zoological Commission formed to develop a plan for Ohio that could support tourist organizations. This began the preservation of wild animals, called the Wilds. They received a gift of over 9,100 acres and opened for public tours in 1994. In 2019, an attendance record was set with over 121,000 guests that visited the Wilds. 3 rhino calves in 2020 were born at the Wilds, as well as a Maasai giraffe. Ziplining in the wilds.
There was zero vegetation, and all of our native wildlife was super pushed away from this area, really pushed far away. So those companies, when they chose the types of vegetation to put down, they chose this little bush that you see off on the hillside there. They're little rounded, sort of silvery green. Bizarre. Secondly, there are very few males over here. If you look around, I see one big buck on the hillside over here, the one that was honking earlier. There's one lying down with a group of females over here. This rhino has one horn, good swimmer, so think about it. They have this big, massive body, but they have a very tiny head. Because how they forage is that they're lifting this head up amongst the brush all day long. That ability to lift their head up also enables them to be swimmers. The rhinos we have on the other side of the tour are big grazing animals. They have this long head with their nose way down by the ground. These are the world's fastest equids. I know, it's crazy. They're faster than wild horses, they're faster than zebras. I look at them and I think there's no way, but imagine they're desert-dwelling animals. They're surrounded here by food, so I think they overeat probably. Did you hear him burping? They're very, very lucky. Look at him. Oh, he's gonna get all muddy. Now they have this really big sort of nasal cavity that they breathe in frigid air, which circulates in that nasal cavity, and then when they breathe it into their lungs, it's already warmed up. It doesn't cool them down. It's a sort of body regulator tree. You can see all the damage on the bottom. That's from them. All of them came down. Now they're surrounded. Over here, the one farthest away from us on the right is our stallion. His name is Maxime. He's super blonde and beautiful. These are all his girls. They are desert dwellers, but they can take severe shifts in weather. They can handle extreme weather. that on the left is actually a Maasai giraffe. The one back there, I think it might be difficult to see, but behind us is a reticulated giraffe with a yellowy marking in between the spots, where Maasai has this prettier, like fancier pattern. His spots are almost black. He's very different. I've never seen such a dark giraffe before. We actually have an incredible breeding program here. We have 5 generations of rhinos in this pasture. They're going to walk literally right up to us. They want to go with them, so I blocked that, so they'll come right around us. You know, they're listening constantly. Look at that mouth on the bottom, completely squared off. Perfect for grazer. I'm not moving. It itself weighs hundreds of pounds. Not a rhino mark on the side of our log. They can file that horn into whatever shape they like. You're not saying it.
Where's Santa?